Alright, man, we back here in the corner store.
Yo, the corner store. This your boy JBell.
Bro.
Yeah. Let me see. Do it again.
A ring a ding ding.
Yeah, this your boy JBell to keep it real.
We back here at the corner store, man. Your boy Colby Dinero. We too deep up in this bitch today, you know what I'm saying? But man, my boy JBell, he laced me up on some OG shit, you know. Something that we don't get in my generation is some OG help advice, you know what I'm saying? That extra them keys,
Yeah,
them jewels.
Yeah, them keys, man, them jewels. Like I really feel like it's our generation, my generation, man. We did a lot of leading y'all wrong, so I feel like it's an obligation to myself to try to start over and do something real. And by doing that, I want to further empower y'all on some knowledge on how to protect your community, how we can protect our community.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we need unity, man. Like everybody got to be on one accord, bro. It's too much us against us, black against black, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to make shit about color, but you know what I'm saying? That's how they made it.
Well, I'm gonna put it
they
like
made it about color for us.
I'm gonna put it like this here, man. I grew up in Orange, Texas. I'm from Orange, Texas. I grew up right outside of Vida, Texas, where they used to have signs say, "Don't let your black ass get caught after dark."
Yeah.
You know, but we made it. You know, through thanks to God, you know, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? We made it. You know, and the younger generation, man, I feel like we forgot about the struggle. Not just the civil rights movement, but
we forgot how to hustle.
Like the real hustle of brothers coming together. And see, man, we spend 5 point some billion with everybody else instead of spending 5 billion with ourselves. And that's what they fear, man. They fear us coming together because, man, we already a beast by ourselves as
We're
one.
creators, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we are the innovators of what it is. Like, everybody think it's cool to be black. Everybody think it's cool. Yeah. You know, the world, they hate us, but they want to be like us, and they only hate us because what's in us. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so unique about us, bro? No matter how much you press down on us or push us in the corner, we always find a way to slip the fuck out, man.
Hey, man, one thing they say, you know what I'm saying? Born to lose, but raised to win. Yeah, and I heard my boy Keith say that, man, and that's the truth. But this is something I really want to come on about. Say, you know, we dealing with a lot of police harassment, racial profiling.
Yeah, man, a lot of our people getting down by the popo, man. On a regular basis, bro. Yeah, kids getting killed by the police.
That's
man.
sad, and it hurt my heart to see that, you know. And every night I get down on my knees, I pray and ask God to give me a vision on what I can give this younger generation. And this is what I came up with, you know. The grand jury, it always indicts, or should I say, it makes a decision whether a person should be convicted, is innocent or guilty, or have enough evidence to provide for a trial that they are guilty. But those are the same people who make a decision on the police officers as well.
Yeah.
But they work for the police officer, so why would I convict somebody who keeping me employed?
So you talking about the grand jury?
The grand jury. Man, I came to a conclusion, let's let the police get judged by their peers just like us, because, or either let's set some statutes and some laws for the grand jury, like perjury regardless is lying on the stand. Okay, if you see this guy get killed on video and the world see it and see that he's innocent, and then you turn around and say that the police is innocent and he's guilty, then that's the same thing as perjury, you lying within the courtroom. Yeah. So I feel like they ought to make laws for them for as well.
Jury, huh?
Yeah, for the juries. Like, if you let this man go, and you know he innocent, like.
But you know the court system's so fucked up anyways, though, bro. It's kind of like, All right, so you got the defendant, right? And then who you got? The prosecutor.
You got all right to go.
The defendant, the prosecutor, and the judge and the jury.
Yeah.
So the prosecutor, if he got some money, he can get a lawyer who can probably get him off, most likely.
When I say the prosecutor, say the defendant.
I mean, my bad. Yeah. The defendant got the lawyer who, if he has the money, he can probably get off of whatever the fuck he got going on. But if he's poor, the court issues him a lawyer.
Yeah, but
it's probably, you know what I'm saying.
Well, he gotta go to the. Yeah, he got. Well, in that case, like I'd have been in them situations, you know what I'm saying, to where I had to fight for my life, you know, and I had to get down in that court into the courtroom and look at them and say, okay, man, y'all just took my bond and gave me $25 to life, offered me $25 to life, no bond, you know, for something I didn't even do, and I end up getting into that law library and fighting until, you know, I was able to make bond. And once I was able to make bond, I had a court-appointed attorney, and I still had to go into the public law library and research some court cases to prove my case that I was innocent. And it was crazy because, look, the lawyer gonna tell me, where did you find this at? Motherfucker, where the fuck you think I found it at? Same place you supposed to been looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit crazy. I should have been my own lawyer if that was the case.
So basically, bro, you had to go and do your homework, bro, and like see what the fuck was going on yourself. For yourself,
because see, I was fighting for my life. Yeah. Like 25 to life, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't been in trouble. Like, I haven't been in penitentiary number one time, made a mistake. And they try to label me as habitual, you know, and then it's crazy because when they told me no bond, it was a white guy who hit a guy with his motorcycle helmet, killed him. He turned around and gave him a $50,000 bond.
What?
And they tried to get me for felon with a firearm that I didn't have.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the police lied on the case, on the report. That's why I feel the way I feel about the judicial system right now. Like, I'm not targeting them. I'm not saying nothing bad about them.
So tell me this: the first time you went to jail, what did it feel like when you first got out there, bitch?
Man, to tell you the truth, when I first went to jail and I got out, man, the first thing I wanted to do, man, I just wanted to see my kids. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, that was the thing that killed me more than anything. Just being away from them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, see, that's why I don't too much indulge in some of this music they got today. Like the rap music, like they got a couple artists out there I like in the younger generation that I can listen to, like Money Hungry Skeet. He's speaking some real. Lil Zay, off Backstreet.
I fuck with Lil Zay, man.
You know,
that's Lil Bro, man.
It's a couple of them that I like. That's really talking about something like, listen, man, Money Hungry Street, man, I cut for your style, man, on how you talk about God, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the realest, that's what this music ought to be about, is talking about God. But the music today portrays murder, and they make it cool, like it's cool to sell drugs, but let's keep it real. Like the pimp said, like, what you doing, how you feeling when you locked up in jail and your kids and your mom and them crying because you locked up? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and I ain't gonna lie, you said something really important just now, bro. You said, man, a lot of motherfuckers think it's cool to sell drugs.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? The newer generation, they think it's cooler to be on drugs.
Oh, they some new wave hippies. You know I'm an 80s baby.
They feel like, you know, the more drugs you on, nigga, I'm on that Xan, I'm on that bar, nigga, I'm on that lean right now, I'm on that weed. Nigga, it's like the more drugs you got, nigga, it's like, I don't know, you popping, nigga.
Nah, well, I'm going to tell you something.
That's what the newer generation doing, bro.
Younger generation, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Especially my brothers and sisters and my brown brothers and sisters. Hey, we are a drug ourselves. You heard what I said earlier? Everybody want to be like us. Everybody want to do what we do. Everybody want to walk like we walk and talk like we talk, and everybody getting paid off of being like us. Let's keep it within ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? And empower each other to do some major things. Like, you know, like, let's come together. Like, let's really come together and not be divided. And watch how big we get. Watch how fast we grow, man. Let's be you can, like, y'all don't even realize if y'all come together, you could be your own universal. You know what I'm saying? If you look at all these other nationalities, they come up in our neighborhoods and they buy all the houses up. And before you know it, it's all Mexican or all Oriental or all Caucasian neighborhood. And they bought it for cheap.
Bro, and I was just looking at that the other day, bro. In real life, there is either a foreign type person in every corner store in my hood, bro. At every gas station, there's some type of foreign person, and it was not black, working in that bitch, fam. And that shit's crazy to me, bro. Like, our people ain't even got, like, the gas. Like, we can't, ain't got the plug on the gas. Like, we ain't got that, we ain't at the big money corporations.
I mean, in it,
like, as a whole community, bro, like.
If you think about it, man, like, I agree with the civil rights movement, but the desegregation was one of the things that hurt us, man. Because as long as we were segregated, man, we ain't have no choice but to stick together. You understand? But when we integrated, and I'm not being racist or anything, but I'm just saying when we integrated, we leaned more on what the other society had for us, housing, you know.
Okay, hold on. We gotta dig into this right now.
Let's dig,
that's some deep ass shit right now, what you talking about. So basically you saying back when Martin Luther King was trying to, unify each other, he wasn't preaching the right thing.
Well, I ain't gonna say he wasn't preaching the right thing. I'm gonna say he was preaching the right thing. He had a dream, but maybe I feel like that dream wasn't for the right moment in time.
I feel like you probably know more about Martin Luther King probably than I do.
Well, I'm put like this.
Let me say this: when I watch Selma, you know the movie Selma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break down the storyline of how I seen it as a, somebody who came after that event. You feel me? Like, all right, so Martin Luther King, he took all the people over the bridge to, was it Selma, or whatever, to where the cops was in the line, and they was like, y'all come over here, we gonna beat y'all motherfucking ass. So Martin Luther King was like, shit, alright. So they went over there, and when he first did, and the cops was beating everybody and shit, it was all on the TV and shit, and all the white people was looking like, oh my God, this is crazy, oh shit. And then the next time when they got on the bridge, he had white people with him that time, black people with him. Everybody was like willing to go out there and, it was a movement then. It was a real movement. And then like what made me mad was Martin Luther King, he walked up and the cops was like, hey, look, we still gonna whip y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck if y'all got white people with y'all, nigga. But my thing was, like, you seen how, like, the first time it was on national television at first? Now, if the whole America was watching them cops from that state beating white people and black people on national TV, I think it would have been a way bigger turnout than what would have happened. Because when he turned around, he turned around, bro.
He did because
I think
he was following God's word.
I think he did it for the white people.
Nah,
he didn't want them white people to get beat like they did the first time.
But this the thing. They still was sacrificed. They had a priest that died. They beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just following God's word. Man, I'm gonna tell you, with Martin, from my studying, they kind of used him for a puppet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like, they used him for a puppet.
Didn't he have to report to the president, Lyndon B. Johnson? Who is it?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I'm not clear on that, but I will say I know he met with him, but they needed someone to control the masses, And Malcolm was like, "Say, man, we ain't got time for that bullshit. Y'all crank it up. We gonna tear it down." Martin was more of peace. You know what I'm saying? They had to put that structure. But see, J. Edgar Hoover was talking about a black Messiah coming. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we can go into all these things that Martin did and what we think. It's all about the present time and what we gonna do today. Like, how can we contribute to our people? How can we protect our own neighborhood? How can we?
But you did say it was kind of because of the desegregation that this is why we in the pit right now.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's why I say we were desegregated, but we still right here. We all right here in the same neighborhood. Okay, so check it out. let's, like, honestly, I come from a family, I'm gonna keep it real. My dad a preacher, mama a missionary. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up in church, but like my daddy, like I admire him. Like that's my role model. Like he come from.
That's crazy, bro. Cause I ain't really had no dad like that as a role model. You feel me? Like my mama kind of turned into my role model. On that tip. And I feel like a lot of people's journey through life be different based on like if they had their fathers and their mom in their life versus if they just got one parent. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. My daddy was the type of man, though. He let us make our own journey in life. You know, even though he was a preacher, he never pushed it. He was like, whenever, you know, God ready for you, he gonna grab you. Yeah. You know, but I'm thankful for the things he instilled. Like, man, this man here was a man, grew up with 16 brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And work hard. And to say what he had now, like
you were saying earlier, he knew what hard work was.
Yeah, he knew what hard work was. Now, I had aunties and uncles who was in the game. You know what I'm saying? My majority of the family was in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like a lot of people ask me why I took the route I took. I took the route I took because that was what I wanted, what made me happy, what I wanted to do. I wasn't worried about what everybody else wanted. You know, and then they say, like I have a lot of people talk when they get on the religious tip, they like, well, would you have changed the road you went on? And I'm like, nah. Cause
like if you could go back?
Yeah, if I can go back and change it now.
Change like the whole, what was it, like you going to jail or some shit?
Like me going to jail, me selling drugs when I was in the streets, you know, or, you know, me being a player with the women.
So if you could go back, you would still do the same?
Because, you know why, like when I came into a gecko state of mind, I transitioned in my life, like, you know, I began to realize I'm a leader. And that, like, the only people, like, I know my calling. I know one day I'm going to be a minister, you know what I'm saying? I know what God got for me to do, you know? So, I'm going to reach the people that I didn't live this life. I can only reach out to that D-boy. I can only reach out to, you know, that player or the woman who walked the streets, you know what I'm saying? A street person I can reach out to. That's the ones who need.
Because you got that experience.
I done been there. They can relate.
And that goes back to the OG thing. Like, that'll make you an OG then. Since you lived it, you've been through it, you know what it took. And then you got to instill that on the next generation.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind sitting back and, like, when we on the back street and I'm talking, you know, and...
Shout out to the back street.
Yeah, third. You know, and I love sitting talking to y'all, and the main thing is, like, you know, my mama, Black Panther, how she put that game, we was in there talking in the house, you know, and she was like, well, you wasting time, you got work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't talking to these kids? And I laid down, man, and I prayed one night, like, you know, because I remember we talking about these laws shooting people. Yeah. And I asked God, I said, God, man, why are babies getting killed in these streets? Like why my brothers getting slaughtered?
And why it gotta be to the people that protect us?
But you know, I believe it's like, you know, they say, you know, in the word they do say, you know, that God's people, they are trouble, and that nobody gonna be able to come to save it but Him. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And they say, I believe we the Israelites. I believe we the tribe of Judah. Because when you read the word, all the curses, they all apply to us. Saying the land that you might thrive and live in, other nations will come and thrive over you. We live in America, and every other nationality can come over here and do better than the brown and the black man and the Indian man. Like, come on, that's what the word said. You know, I go on the word and show you that. You feel me?
But it's always a way out, though. I mean, no matter what like I said, you can put us in any type of corner, press down on us as hard as you can. We gonna get out.
We blessed. We the seed of Jacob. Out. We blessed. We ain't got no choice but to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they wondering why all these black rappers is getting so popular right now. So they had to do something to contain them.
They can't contain what God.
So that's why they created labels and, you know what I'm saying, different shit like that.
I guarantee you,
exploit them.
I guarantee you, if our rap industry just come start talking about, let's put our money in this business. Let's put our money in this stock. Let's put our money here. Let's come together. Watch how, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you heard that thing about Tupac? He had a plan. He had a plan where he was like, why not go and get like a bunch of rappers that are popping at the time, the hottest rappers, you know what I'm saying? And they go out to each community, to the drug dealers, and say, hey, look, y'all just chill out with the gang banging from this time to this time, you know what I'm saying? And from this time to this time, we gonna put our money together and start like some football teams or some shit for our kids and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? We need to create the village, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna support these kids.
Right.
Because right now, America's trying to be that village, and that's not the right village you want your kids to be in.
That ain't the village.
So he was like, we need to create like the people that got the bread, bro.
Yeah.
Need to get out there and do that. So.
Like, I got a non-profit organization called Loyal to the Hard Riders. Yeah, we a trail riding organization, but, like, we ain't really into the partying. We all about trying to give back to the community, you know what I'm saying? We doing it the old way, old-fashioned way, you know. We don't want no exposure for, you know, partying and being known as the Crunkers Group. We just want to give back to the community, you know what I'm saying? And this Easter coming up next year, 2019, it's going down in Grimes Park.
What's the date?
You know what I'm saying? Easter Sunday.
Sunday.
That Easter Sunday, y'all come out there, because it's going down. We got $100 for whoever catch the chicken for the grown folks, and $50 for whoever catch the chicken for the kids.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? We giving away free food and everything, so y'all come out there for Easter, and we giving away stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Shit, that's gonna be dope, nigga. For real.
Yeah, but hey,
for the kids, nigga,
we trying to turn around. We trying to do something totally different, man. In the corner store, like,
hey, man,
put them on this political shit too.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all gonna be looking at this a different type of scene for the corner store. We on a serious tip, you know what I'm saying? We trying to talk to the people, man, and that's what it's all about.
We trying to figure out. We want some phone calls. Like, we want people to call in and, you know, ask some questions. Put your state of mind out there. Tell us how you feel and what you think, you know, or what we gonna tell you what happened in H-Town, what was in H. Like, we gonna start coming at y'all like this here. Whatever crunk in H-Town, we gonna talk about it. We gonna put y'all opinion on it, and we gonna come with a conclusion. You know what I'm saying, on how we.
Hey, bro, you been saying that shit. You see Sauce Walker acting a fool, man, with everybody, bro. Now he beefing with Ric Flair, man.
He gonna suplex him. He gonna suplex him.
Nah, he talking about Ric Flair took the drip, man.
Oh, man.
The drip.
They can't take the sauce from that boy, man. For real.
But you know he's already beefing with Gunna.
Gunna.
He beefed with Gunna. He beefing with Offset.
But he beefing with a whole bunch of people. He supposed to be Lil 50 Cent.
He's saying they all took the drip. He beefing with Future. Who
Man,
else my nigga beefing with, man?
Hey, man, if they took that man's shit, you know what I'm saying? He entitled to do that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't want nobody jocking my shit. Hey, man, come on, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Hey, say, y'all need to stop stealing the South shit, man. For real. Like, stop stealing H-Town shit. So we gotta give that
credit to Sauce Walker, the sauce and the drip.
Man, they trying to steal that shit from H-Town, man. They know we been in the South, man. Say, man, this here, look, man. Texas, H-Town is the melting pot of the South. You hear me? Y'all still in them grills. Y'all know we been doing that, man.
Hey, man.
Drink, say, man. Hey, say, why y'all talking about act? Big Mo really started that, man. Yeah. Big Mo really started this syrup. And y'all the whole world around there acting like they just been sipping. That's a H-Town thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, man, hey, come on, what else? What
so
that
we
candy paint?
I ain't gonna lie, we gotta put that hoe on Houston, bro. Like, we created sipping lean shit, bro.
Man, H-Town, man, Big Mo, man. Say, City of Syrup, man. Hey, when he dropped that, it went down, man. Say
that ain't something that just popped up, y'all.
Man, stop stealing H-Town shit, y'all.
Man, that ain't no New York shit.
That ain't no Atlanta shit. Ain't no Cali shit. no Louisiana shit. Hey, I love y'all Louisiana. Boosie, shouts out to you, boy. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? I remember your first concert. I smoke, I drank down and on. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, for real, everybody, you know, from these other states, man, stop stealing Texas swag, man. Y'all come up here with them grills in the mouth. Man, they been doing that, man.
Y'all can't appropriate it, but y'all just can't You know, y'all gotta get back, man. Like
real talk. But I cut for all them rappers that's really giving back to Texas. You know, it's a lot of them. I don't even want to name all y'all, because if I miss one of y'all, I don't want no problems with talking crazy to you.
Yeah, but nah, it's a lot of niggas show love to Houston, bro. For real shit. Real shit.
Yeah, and I cut for that boy. Like if it come to some rappers from out of town, man, you know, hands down, if I'ma say Kendrick Lamar, cause he be spitting some real shit when it come out of Cali, out there west. Yeah. I give Kendrick Lamar his. You know, Don Key put it down in Texas this year. You know what I'm saying? And Money Hungry Ski. Yeah, them two there, I give it to them. Them boys did they thing in Texas this year, and old boy from Mo City.
What about Slim Thug?
Slim Thug, did he drop? I ain't heard his shit.
He dropped some shit. Yeah, he dropped some
shit. Slim always went hard though. I can give him. I ain't heard his shit.
Slim dropped some shit this year.
I ain't heard my boy shit. I gotta go check him out.
Yeah, he been putting on, bro. You gotta follow that nigga Instagram. That nigga funny, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Man. That nigga be he be speaking some real shit too.
Man, say Chad, I'm ready to hear your shit drop, Chad.
Yeah.
We ready to hear that, man.
Oh, look what Mama said.
What Mama say?
We need to teach these children more than football and rap. They have other areas of potential. Teach them some new languages and expose them to what's beyond the hood and that life, that street life.
Hey, that's real. Mom, sister,
real.
You right.
Yeah, like I think
give us some idea. Let's put some out there.
Everybody need to learn a trade, man. Like a trade is basically something that you can pass on to someone else or to your kids or something. So you gotta learn a trade, like something that could go the extra mile, not something that's just temporary, just for the time being. So you gotta have that plan B, something you can always fall back on.
Yeah, I know. I got my son. Like I teach my son how to shoe horses, train horses. I'm teaching him how. I'm gonna teach him how to wheel. You know, different things. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you, all kids ain't made to just go to college 4 years. You know, or so many years and graduate. A lot of kids, man, you can make more money than a person who went to college getting in a trade. Like I know people who weld underwater weld and they make $300 an hour, $400 an hour underwater welding. Safety, for instance. I'm NCCR certified in safety, and we start out at no less than like $29, $30 an hour when we go anywhere.
That's them big money jobs, man. So you're gonna really have to work.
Yeah, to be honest with you, all I do is walk around. Do you have your hard?
What did you have to do before that?
Man, before that, actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Actually, what I did, I was working carpentry.
Okay.
And
so you was laying carpets down?
Nah, I was working carpentry for like a construction company building plants. So we built the foundation for the plant. Like the big pillars that you see that hold up the tanks, we would lay the foundation. They'll drop the cement. Then from there we'll pretty much make sure the diagram right. Yeah. Man, I'm talking about some hard work though. Slinging that hammer. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, and I got tired of that, man. I promise you. So I took the money that I was making, like me and my wife, we was putting money like $400-500. I made like $1,200 a week. As a carpenter, but I would take like $200-300 out of my check every week, put to the side to pay for me to go to school to get my NCCR certification for safety. Just so when I come out there, I get $3-4 more than anybody else. And look, check it out with safety, man. I'm actually trying to finish right now to get my OSHA 500. Yeah. And with safety, it's not hard work, but you got to stay focused. And
you gotta be aware
of everything. It's like you pretty much living. You treating them like your life is in their body. You gotta protect them. When you see them slipping, you gotta always be there to catch them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's life or death. Yeah. You don't want no fatalities. You want you brothers at the end of the day. Yeah. You gotta make sure your brother make it home, because sometimes you could be 20 feet in the air. 30 feet in the air. I done did scaffolding where I had hung scaffolds
And
upside
if y'all don't know
down.
shit about safety,
I mean,
it's gonna be raining men.
yeah. So I mean, like, but I paid for myself to go to school doing that because I ain't feel like working hard. I mean, it's so many different avenues, man. Say we really need a lot of a lot of our young brothers who growing up in the hood. Like, man, we need y'all to be the lawyers. To be honest. Because from being, like, you know the game. You know, like, from firsthand, brothers, sisters, uncles.
Ain't nothing wrong with studying law.
Who done been to prison.
Studying law is something I think every black person should do.
Right, I feel like we should be teaching our kids.
And I like it. Look, bro, I'm going to tell y'all something about JBell, bro. When I got in this nigga car, bro, I looked in the back seat, bro, and I seen a notepad. I'm like, I'm gonna roll some weed on this hoe. So I grabbed that hoe. I looked at that bitch, bro. This nigga had, he was writing down laws.
The 3802 Texas Penal Code.
What did it say?
That was
how you can get arrested.
Unlawful search and seizure with I think it was talking about. It was like, no, first of all, when they detain you, you know what I'm saying? And like, how can they search you? You know, your rights, knowing your rights.
Like they can't.
He can't.
If you don't say nothing.
Put it like this. I'm going to tell you, when you get stopped by the police officer, you know, you don't have the right, you don't have to say nothing to them.
Yeah.
But you do have to give them your license.
Yeah.
You know, that's a myth that you don't have to give them your license.
Especially if you're in a car because you're driving a motor vehicle, so you gotta,
If you smoking a cigarette and he asks you to put it out, you gotta put it out because it could pose a threat to him.
Yeah.
You know, those things there. And look, once you get your license and registration, don't say nothing else to him. You know, you don't have.
If he asks you where you going,
that's your Fifth Amendment. You don't have to say nothing.
If he asks you where you going, where you coming from, what's your name? I just gave you my license, sir.
You don't even have to say that.
You don't even have to say that. Because you gotta realize it's like it's common sense type shit.
They trying to build a case.
Yeah, they trying to build a case from the start.
Yeah, so
it's a legal agreement when they first come to you and they say, "Do you understand?" After they tell you something.
Yeah.
If you say yes, you just made a verbal agreement with the police.
Yes, and you gotta remember this: if you walking on the sidewalk and they stop and tell you to come here, you do not have to stop.
Yeah.
That's something you don't have to do.
Hey, you turn your phone on and start recording it. Soon
you have to be in an invasive cement area like the sidewalk, and they cannot stop you. You can keep walking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Believe that.
Yeah, but the point is,
you don't have to let them search you.
He wrote down the laws that he felt would be important if the time had come to be.
I was actually teaching my son that too. We was going over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's good to have it in the car too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
and then it's also good you can go get the book, man, off of Amazon. Get the small book and stuff. It's a small little book you can keep. It says the field, the officer in the field, ambulance, fire trucks, the codes, different codes. You know what I'm saying? You ought to learn your penal codes, man. Yeah. You gotta learn them, cause if you don't, see, they'll twist the game on you real quick. Mm-hmm. You know, he ought to get you from the start. And a lot of people say that's wrong for me to say that. But if you're stopping me for...
So is this a myth or is it true about cops got to meet their quota on arrest in a week?
I don't know. I can't lie. I can't lie about that. I don't know.
Like, you feel like, do you think it's a probability that cops got to make a certain amount of arrests in their job description?
Yeah.
Like, does that make it unfair for some people that get arrested then? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, man, listen.
So it's like a lot of y'all gonna get pulled over for no reason.
I don't think all cops bad, though. I'm gonna keep it real. Not all cops bad. Like, not all the laws bad, man. They got some good ones out there.
But if you speeding, you shouldn't wonder why you got pulled over.
Yeah, like... They got like man, you know, I got a ticket the other day, you know, and the dude was just like, he was cool about it, you know. He could have took me to jail, but he didn't. He was like, man, this is just a ticket. Go ahead, man, go on about your business. Gave me my ticket and sent me by my way, you know. But he could have been a dick, but at the same time, I was cool. I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, and a lot of people be tripping from the jump.
You got an attitude because you got to stop, man. Listen. The best thing is not to say shit.
And stay calm.
Just don't say shit. Give me your license, get your ticket, go on about your business. You can't beat no. You can't convict me for saying something that I didn't say.
Yeah, and he can't force you to talk.
Yeah, he can't make you talk.
He can't beat your ass to make you talk.
That's your right.
That's your right.
And then, you know, and you always ask, am I being detained? You know, what's your suspicion? If you're not being detained, may I leave? Don't leave until he give you permission to leave. But just say, am I being detained? If I'm not being detained, may I leave? If he say you can leave, leave right then.
Yeah, and everything's on there. Well, some of them turn their shit off, but they got cameras on them too that's recording the shit. But I don't trust the one that's on them.
Man.
But I ain't gonna lie, there are some cool cops.
Man,
there's some that let me off, but I ain't gonna lie, there was some dick ass cops though, bro.
Man, I mean, some of them feel like just because we live in a certain neighborhood, man, you gotta realize some of these cops didn't been to the military. Some of these cops come from fortunate homes, middle class homes. Some of them been bullied in school. So, you know, when they get their job, they on a power trip. Some of them don't even know about the neighborhood. They just come on what they hear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say a lot of black men ain't taking care of their kids, but they saying that, but I ain't seeing that. You know?
Facts. But like, then again, nigga is kind of seeing that shit.
I mean, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Majority of us locked up in prison. It's more black women than men out there. It's 7 women for every 1 man.
I was talking about this on my other podcast, man.
Like,
it's more women than men in the world. Period.
But we are, like, man, our race, man. It's so many of us getting locked up. It's like I ain't gonna lie, man. I remember 6 years ago, me and my cousins, it's like, I'll say what, put 12, it's 12. 6 girls, 6 boys all around the same age, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my sister made me realize something one day. She say, Jay, man, all y'all got locked up at the same time. Y'all left us all out here by ourselves to defend. All my grandma male children was locked up. Damn. You feel me? And for me to hear that made me think back, to them slavery days. Like, you know what I'm saying? We left, like, we leaving our women out here, man, trying to get rich, getting caught up in the sauce for real. Like, selling this, like, man, I know it's hard, man. Like,
niggas will fall in love with the dope, the guns,
get the money,
the hustle.
I'm just saying like this, man.
And then it's the love they need to be putting in the women.
Man, I ain't. I'm gonna put it like this. I ain't gonna be no hypocrite. I done made the mistakes in life. Like, I done took that road. So I'm not gonna knock anybody for what they do. You understand what I'm saying? By all means, be safe and have a purpose. Like, have a purpose, man. If it's to start you a business, little brother, do it, get it, and get out. But it's a better way in doing it. I'm gonna always.
It's the right way to do the wrong thing.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a better way. Period. Like, you know, like,
it's always the right way to do.
Man, it's a lot of, look, check it out. It's a lot of youngsters out there don't have no background. You know what I'm saying? No convictions. Man, y'all could go work at the plant. You know what I'm saying? Starting out making $20 an hour. Y'all want to sit out on this corner and sell this dope. Let's keep it real. I mean, I ain't finna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, y'all don't have no feelings.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to go make $20 an hour at the plant. Like, say, check it out, man. That little cat who graduate from high school, man, and go straight to the plant making $20 an hour, in 5 years, he already got a house built. You know, he probably got a Benz in the driveway. While in 5 years, nigga, me and you done did time. While in 5 years, man, you know what I'm saying, we left our mama, our sisters, and our kids out there in the streets by themselves. Say, man, why you playing this people out there with felonies who made mistakes, who really want to work? And y'all letting these other people get the jobs. Like, you could ball, like, check. I mean, I would be cool with a $1,500 check a week. You know what I'm talking about? Coming home with, working when I was your age. Like, what else you gonna spend some money on? They got more. Ain't no man. They got a lot of niggas ain't making $1,500 a day hustling. I know y'all ain't. Trust me, cause the game ain't like it used to be in the '80s and the '90s.
It ain't.
Real talk.
It really ain't.
The good days over with.
The good days is done.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't no '80s baby, you know what I'm saying? You really ain't seen no good days. Cause we seen the end of the good days, man.
It's 90 babies. We catching up. We trying to catch up. Man, we ain't never gonna see that type of money. They was seeing in the '80s, bro.
Go get them some of that good money, that good job money. That's have your 401k set up. You know what I'm saying? Go get in the credit union. Get your ass off that corner.
Bro, when you think about like how much money like Jay-Z and them was making, the BMF crew and all them niggas,
yeah,
just all that bread them niggas was just accumulating at one time. Niggas just like niggas ain't seeing that bread unless you just at the top.
But no, I'll put it like this here.
Not hustling.
I never seen no bread like that. But in our days, whenever we used to be out there, licks came through like like 200 here.
And weed definitely wasn't legal then.
200 here, 500 there. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 here. You know what I'm saying? That's how they came through on the block.
Yeah.
They don't have money running through the streets like that no more. You know what I'm saying? When you didn't sit there and seen $5,000 come through the block in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell me who see that now? One, just, you know what I'm saying?
It'll be niggas who'll flex on that shit.
Like, ain't nobody seeing that money. I'm talking about like one person making that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta realize.
I don't believe it. I don't think this man type of money out there in the streets right now.
No.
Hell no.
The 80s,
and the cops got shit on lock.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, in every state, really.
It's going down.
Especially Florida, y'all getting fucked.
The game getting hooked. The game sour, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling them get a job. Yeah. Like, check it out, man. I was riding last night, just riding, and I seen them boys, the cops in a car, right? So I parked at the store. I'm getting something out the store. Why they got the drone, flying the drone while they riding in the car?
Flying the drone, like the plane?
They flying a drone while they in the car riding.
Whoa.
That's crazy. Like, how you gonna beat that? You mean tell me, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it, though.
Spying on, bro, like, they spied on the Black Panthers and shit. What you think they ain't gonna spy on your ass? And you supposed to be a super big time drug dealer and you bragging about it and shit. And y'all telling on yourselves online and shit too. That should be crazy.
Say, man, the loudest one in the room is the dumbest one in the room. Real talk. Like, I be seeing them posting them guns. Like, posting, sitting on Instagram posting guns. Facebook posting guns. Like, why is you even showing? Like, y'all say y'all gangsters.
And you repping your block so the popo know which block to go to find y'all niggas.
Hey, look, check it out. Like, when did being gangster, like, growing up to me, like, the gangsters I seen was quiet. You didn't know they was, like, you know, they wasn't loud. They ain't flash no guns. You know what I'm saying?
Like a Shaft or a Superfly.
Nah, it wasn't nothing. I mean, I was born in '82. You know what I'm saying? I was around the crip, you know, when they was cripping and blood. But I'm just saying, like how they just they shoot to be known.
Yeah.
Back then, boys going to put in work, and nobody knowing they going to put in work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
but look, that goes deep into like, you know how like when like a mass shooting happens and they glorify the shooter more than anything on the news and shit. So like they go back into the nigga background and his family. Like, we don't need to know shit about this nigga. He just killed like 15 kids in the school. What the fuck we need to know? But it's like they glorified on the media and shit. So that makes people think, oh shit.
But the music glorified.
And the music
YML, I got murder on my mind.
Yeah, the music like, definitely brings a lot of that shit too, man. For real.
I'm telling you what it is. I mean, I know for a fact it's the music and like TV in general. Like, if we pick up a book, man, you can get on YouTube and get live and look up anything. Get into your history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them documentaries, a motherfucker.
Say, man, get into that history, man, and find out who you is.
Y'all gotta look back, man. Y'all gotta go back. Like, history is like a big ass puzzle book, bro. Like, you just gotta plug in all the pieces, bro. The Bible is an important tool. I ain't gonna lie. If you know how to read, like, the Quran and shit, you should read that shit too. Just to be up on everything. Like, you should read everything. Be like, real knowledgeable, bro. Knowledge is power, bro. it's one thing to be like somebody who's smart, and then there's somebody who's just knowledgeable, bro. Like you just know a lot of things about a lot of different subjects. Like that's like a lot of street people who went to jail. They come back and they got like book smarts now. Now the game's a whole different. It's a whole different
level. You thinking of either being an entrepreneur.
On how to like switch it up.
Yeah, you coming home like I know all the knowledge I took when I sat down. I read, I put it in place. I mean, I sat down like even now today. I sit down, I put a plan together, and I go small goals that lead up to my long-term goals. Yeah. And then before I realize it, when I accomplish all my small-term goals, my long-term goal is accomplished because I put the steps in order to get to my long-term goal. You dig?
Yeah.
It's like a house. The bricks, them your short-term goals.
Yeah. When
you finish your short-term goals, the house finish. You feel me? You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like bricks make a house. If your bricks are your short-term goals, when you build all your short-term goals up and finish them all up, your house is finished. Because your short-term goals lay it up to your long-term goals. They actually build your long-term.
It's basically the same stepping stones.
Yeah. It's like
it's levels.
Different levels. Me, I tell my son, I say, Toon, take care of your priorities. When I tell him to take care of his priorities, that's a building stone in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take care of your priorities first. That step right there sets an imprint in the sand.
So when you say your priorities, that's basically you telling him work hard.
Nah.
Play hard.
Yeah. No, what I say,
like there's a time for this and there's a time for that, but you need to start putting in place the things that are more important, right?
When I say priorities, like your chores. When I say your chores, you know how when you at the house, I be like, hey man, you know your kid, you know I want my house clean. Yeah. You know you got your chores. Kitchen, living room, and your room. Feed the dogs. That's it. Okay. Those things right there. When he get older, he gonna make sure he keep a clean house. You understand what I'm saying?
It's gonna grow with him.
Man, I know how my daddy is about a clean house. My daddy was clean, so cause your son gonna wanna be like you. You feel me? Like everything I do, he wanna do. That's what made me change my life. You know what I'm saying? Seeing him, like when you have a child, like I'll put it like this, all women out there, if you got problems out of your baby daddy, and like me, I wanted my son, and I was blessed, you know what I'm saying? He stayed with me and we had fun. But for the men out there, they ain't trying to take care of their kids, and you complaining, man, take them and give them to him. Give him the responsibility. Make him do what he gotta do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put it on him. He ain't got no choice but to be a daddy then. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't want him, then they got somebody who will, you know what I'm saying, take him and be a daddy for him. And then he gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't want that blessing.
Yeah.
Because see, man, you know how, put it like this, you know how me and Tunch is all the time playing football.
Yeah.
Or we reading, or you know, like me and him was studying the law. Me and him learning the Constitution together.
Yeah.
Because I need him to know the Constitution. I need him to know his constitutional rights.
And it gives you a chance to go back and look at that bitch too, and y'all both on the same accord with that.
Yeah. And see, when he get older and he get stopped, well, I already know the law. You can't do this. See, my son gonna already know Texas Brownsville law. By that law, I have the right to bear arms at the age of 21.
Yeah.
You know, this is how I'm protecting my son.
I remember the other time, he know how to use a gun and everything.
Yeah. I'm teaching my son how to. It's called protect him. If he knows his constitutional rights, then I'm protecting him one way from the law.
Yeah.
You understand? They can't just treat him any kind of way.
Yeah.
He know his rights. They can't slip him up.
You know how to finesse.
Yeah. See, I love being a father. I love being a daddy. Cause, man, God gave him.
You can see the growth.
Yeah, you can see the growth. You can see the maturity, the blossom in the rose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it hurts you when you gotta punish. You know what I'm saying? When they ain't doing what's right, but you gotta do that. And see, nowadays people don't do that with their kids.
Yeah, they just let them.
Yeah, that's why the kids talking crazy to the parents.
Yeah, but you know the law tried to make punishments bad, nigga. Remember they say whooping your kids, you go to jail and shit. Like,
man, they gonna take me to jail. Cause look, I beat that ass than you whoop that ass, and you know what I'm saying? They in the hospital.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Then I'm a bad parent because I ain't do what I had to do. See, this is what they fail to realize. I'm willing to lay my life on the line for mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I moved to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Because my son needed me in his life, so me and my wife moved to Houston.
Yeah.
You know, to be in his life so he can be happy. You know what I mean? So I don't care. I lay my life. I die for my child before I let him hit the streets.
Yeah.
Before I let him have anything to do with the streets, because I already know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, even when I was out there doing the things I did, man, I tried to reap good seeds. Because I didn't want nothing to come back and choke up mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a firm believer in that. Like, you reap what you sow. You know, so, but our kids in the neighborhoods today, like I see in the city, they have no respect for life.
Yeah, man, because of what they seeing, what's being put out in front of them at an early age, you know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, a lot of people don't want to take care of their kids, so they look at that shit, and that's kind of like the next thing, you feel me? Or the OGs, like, if you ain't got a daddy in your house, and your mama going to work all the time, and when you get out of school and shit, you know what I'm saying, your granny tired, you gotta go outside and shit, and then you start seeing like drug deals and shit, especially if you living in the hood, you start seeing all kind of shit living in the hood.
But that's why I say it was my generation, like, man, my generation made it cool to hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My generation made it cool for all that, but at the same time, man, we seen the struggle that our forefathers went through. Like, you know, we seen it. It was the music that glorified it. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I remember seeing my daddy working hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making ends meet. And then I seen cousins, uncles, you know, with nice cars, and I knew what they did.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's kind of like you had to make a choice.
I mean,
in a path, like you.
My homeboys always told me, like, bro, that wasn't for you. This ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Which path?
Yeah, but like, this ain't for you. You know, and I was like, man, I always had in my mind like, shit, you can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I want to do anyway. You know, and then when I mean, y'all seen some change, and you know. It's crazy, cause I be giving all that. I give all that shit away. I be giving all them clothes away and shit.
Yeah, then they gave me some shit.
I be like, man, that shit don't mean nothing to me no more. Cause I know, like, when I say Gecko state of mind, like, man, when I get down and I pray, I think of I go to a secret room, man, and me and him talk, and it's that transition in life for me. You know, when he blessed me with mine, I knew then, like, all right, God, you gave me what I want. Now I'm moving forward to try to give you what you want.
Yeah.
Not try, but to give you what you want, you know what I mean? And the same thing I say, it scared me, you know, because I ran across like 3 people in my life that I never even met before, and the lady asked me, and the dude told me, like, why you running from greatness? And I was like, I knew what she was talking about. You know, I knew what she was talking about. But you can't always run from what's called to you.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know,
sometimes you gotta face the music.
Yeah, because, you know, God told me one day, he say, JBell, either you gonna die nothing or you gonna die somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Either you gonna die nothing or die somebody.
Yeah, you could die nothing or you could die somebody. You know. So I'm like, what can I do? And I thought about it. I was like, help my people. Not just like with a non-profit organization, but let's teach our kids. Let's start by teaching our kids the constitutional rights, y'all. Like, I'm gonna come to the corner store and come and give it to them real. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, we finna sit down and we gonna put plans together on how we can better empower our children. Let's protect them. You teach them the constitutional rights right now, and I guarantee you by the time they 15, you won't have to worry about the laws doing an unlawful search or seizure.
Don't have to worry about no fatalities and shit. Like, we don't need no more.
Yeah, like we said earlier, say let's like push for laws that's gonna, like, let's take it out the grand jury hand. Let's let the policemen who actually guilty for killing somebody or police brutality, let's let them be judged by their peers and not the grand jury, the people they work for. And if the grand jury, if we can't have it that way, let's do it like this. Let's take the grand jury and
the grand jury can't be all white people.
I mean, we don't want to
have no more of that shit.
We don't want
to, like, period.
Yeah,
like,
but the grand
any
jury
case should not be no.
But the grand jury is not just all white people. It's mixed. It's majority white. But what I'm saying is this:
but you know,
if it is all white people, you know where to stop that.
What?
I'll tell you where to stop.
Check it out. The Bill Cosby case was all white people.
Yeah, this is what we'll do.
We
should do.
Yeah.
We should do like we should have the legislature pass a law that. I mean, to me, if the grand jury see a police officer shoot someone, right out wrong, and then say that he is innocent, I feel like that's the same thing as perjury. It's sitting on the stand line. That's how I feel. So let's set a law for the laws for them too.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can say whether someone is right or wrong, then we should have a law for you to say whether you are right or wrong. You should pay a consequence for.
So who would be the person to determine if they are right or wrong? If they're the person who determines what's right or wrong?
A judge of their peers.
A judge of their peers.
Just like for us.
So the jury. So the jury should have a jury. Basically.
The jury should have a jury.
The jury should have a jury. Okay.
If not, pass a law.
So what if that jury is corrupted?
Okay, then we just pass a law for. We just gonna pass one law, and the law just be for the grand jury that says, you know, basically if they see that that the police officer has brutally killed this man.
Because it's not. It's another thing about, like, okay, like if you put regular people in the jury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they make a decision that a certain group of people don't like, so now they have to fear for their life on a more higher scale level of powers that be. That's, you know what I'm saying, like, they can't understand. Like, what if the cops, they trying to go against the cops, right? They say, all right, I feel like this cop murdered this little boy wrongfully. Like, he just shot into the car for no reason. The dude didn't even have a gun on him. I don't see anything lawful about what he did. So now when he go home, he start getting followed by the cops and shit. Other cops that didn't like his decision and shit. Like, why people gotta look behind their back about shit like that? And that's what scares people into doing that shit. So it's like, how do you get a jury that's not corrupted by the wrong people? Because bribes out here and shit, like, they're gonna do anything to get these cops off, bro.
So
they don't, because they with their people. They
that's
gotta,
why I say
they feel for themselves.
That's why I say we pass a law. We pass. We perjury. If like I said before, if they can sit on the stand,
like everything, bro. The laws are meant to be broken, bro. Like, a lot of them are meant to be broken, bro.
But they pass a law for every law.
Loopholes. That's the thing about a law. It's created, so now it's loopholes in your creation.
But if you say, okay,
it's an idea that you present.
If you say wrong or right,
yeah,
we just gonna say wrong or right. All right. And if you say in between is a lie, meaning either he wrong or right. If you can look on the camera and the camera show that he is wrong, and the world can see he wrong, and you say that he is innocent, then they should have a law like perjury, stating you lied.
I think there should be like a voting type thing going on in the whole state or the city.
That's too much.
Or the city. Or whatever the case happens.
I mean,
because then the city is non-biased. If it'll be kind of like, well, yeah, that would be too much because there's too many cases.
That's why I say one law.
But it's
one law.
It's hard to really measure that shit on.
How can you say
what's right or wrong?
Okay, look,
or who's telling the truth or who's lying?
If
who's just saying that it's right?
If I shoot you right here, bow.
Yeah. But what if you white and I'm black?
It don't matter.
Yes, it do.
No, cause look, we on camera, right? I shoot you right here, bow. Okay. I'm wrong.
All right.
Okay.
We both
I'm
black?
a cop though.
We both black.
I'm a white cop.
You a white cop.
And you, yeah.
I'm black.
All right. I shoot you, you wrong. I mean, I'm wrong for shooting you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't did nothing. You haven't posed a threat. You ain't tried to do anybody harm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the grand jury go. They review the tape. Man, he just shot the dude. Hey, but he worked for us. Okay. This is what I'm saying. You want the grand jury like this. Man, if we don't convict this man, we lying. Under the law they just passed in 2018, stating we're being we lie, it's like perjury.
It's perjury, yeah.
Then we facing 5 to 10 years in a federal penitentiary. What you think that grand jury gonna do? Cause they know it's plain to see that you lied.
Yeah.
So now you gotta put pressure on them. Let's put pressure on the snake neck. Like, let's be real. So there's no in between.
Who would open up the investigations for these claims that they lied in the jury lied? Like someone in the jury lied.
I mean, I
who
think
would be in charge?
Internal Affairs.
The FBI.
I think they ought to be in charge.
But they're corrupted too.
Attorney General. Let's put it like that.
Attorney General?
We just gonna make him out. He dealing with fed and state now.
Oh shit.
Let's just make any cop killing federal.
Okay. Does he have to fear for his life if he makes the wrong
decision?
Hey,
you know what? That's a good idea.
The Attorney General?
Let's make every cop killing federal. Let's take it out the grand jury and put it in his hand.
That would change it.
He don't have no choice, but he got to.
Any cop killing
is a federal offense. Any cop killing is a federal offense. That's how it should be. That way, if in a law passed stating that, by all means, they can't do perjury. There's no perjury.
Damn. That would. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a solution for this.
Man, that's a good solution, man. Any.
Because it's like, where would we start from at where we at right now? Me and you. Sitting here on the podcast at the corner store.
Man, you never know, man. They probably somebody listen to the conversation and just take it and run with it, man. You know what I mean?
But it's like we would either have to get like a petition going.
No,
people who would all
say,
how would we get a law passed?
Hit and subscribe and let somebody listen to it live.
You feel me?
Man, first what we do is we'll go to the NAACP. Oh, I got people talking. Oh, they waving. Yeah, first I would go to the NAACP. I would go to some of I would go downtown. First, I would try to build a relationship with, some of your major churches, mega churches, small churches and mega churches.
Okay.
Some of the preachers can reach out. Got to realize a lot of politicians are in the congregation.
Do you think that they will be wanting some money?
I mean,
because that's where shit gets a little tricky.
Man, we all know that they gonna want some money.
They gonna want some money for this shit. So it's
like who, the churches or
the
legends? Nah, he shouldn't want no money to save lives. That's his job.
Pastor gonna want some bread.
What, to come to get a petition?
Yeah,
man,
for him to get out there and put his face out there.
To put his face out there to go to
say
save
on a limb for us.
We putting our life
this law.
We putting our life on them talking about it right now.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying, like, it's a lot of scared people. We gotta stop being scared, and we really just gotta buckle down and stick
we can say the strength in the youth. Like, our young people, my age group and yours, man, we some monsters if we put our minds together, man.
We all sit down and have a conversation.
Like,
intellectual.
Yeah. Say, man, police your neighborhood, man. Like, man, if we can come together, like, when I was growing up, man, I ain't know gangbanging was what it, like, man, that was genocide on my own people.
Robbing your own people.
Nah, like,
shooting your own people.
Like,
No, I'm not saying you did these things. I mean, it's kind of what's going on right now.
Yeah, like, say, man, like, it was a lie. Everything that was ever said was a lie. Like,
what was a lie?
Just like what it was about, like what gangbanging was about. You know, like, you supposed to be protecting your neighborhood, man. Like, you supposed to be helping the old folks.
It's not about just getting money.
No, I mean, really, like, if you say you were,
at first it wasn't.
Like,
I think when money got involved, that's when, when money and drugs got involved into gangbanging. Well, gangbanging wasn't gangbanging for us to say.
Nah, it was like, protecting your neighborhood.
Protecting the neighborhood.
And like you say, when the drugs got involved.
It started from the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
And what happened? What did Huey Newton do at the end? Started fucking with them drugs. That's what he fucked it up. He created that devil, that Bloods and Crips. Or Crips and Bloods.
I mean, the Crips, they was a gang to protect the neighborhood. They didn't, but it's not like when the Black Panthers had the 10-point plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you take a leader out, a group going to cliques, and that's when chaos started. Everybody who been in a gang or some type of organization, what positivity did you gain from it is what you should think. Like, how many people you brought food in to their house? How many people have you actually held the door open for at the store? Or your old people, you know what I mean?
Like, do people still, are people still generous?
Nah, it's just the respect for your elders. Like, I'm from the country. Where I'm from, like, you open the door for women. Where I'm from, like, if you see an old man hungry on the street, you go buy him something to eat.
Yeah.
Like, where I'm from, shit, you could whoop my son ass cause you know me. Yeah. And he doing something bad and I ain't finna trip cause I know you ain't finna whoop my son for no reason.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Man, it ain't no love.
It's a village, like we said.
Yeah, it ain't no love out there no more.
You come from a village.
Yeah, but we gotta realize everybody ain't love the same.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at somebody who hollering or that's their way. That's why they mama probably or their daddy probably hollered at them all the time. Mm-hmm. That was their way of showing love to them. So that's the way they show love to somebody. Now you gotta work with them. It might not be the
right way in your eyes, but to them, this is all they know.
Yeah, that's all they know. So you gotta work with that person. I had to learn you had to be patient with people. You can't just jump out there and go off.
You can't control people.
You can't control nobody.
Make them do stuff that you want them to do. You can't contain a person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta adjust to each other. If y'all can't adjust, then y'all just shouldn't fuck with each other.
Yeah. And I'd rather just stay away from you, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't on nothing good.
And beef with you all day, and we just gotta separate.
Ray Wood, real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's how we coming, man. We trying to give you something for your mind, food for thought.
Yeah, man. That's what we doing. The corner store out here on this special edition.
Man, what we gonna do on the next corner store, man?
Hey, ain't no telling, bro. You know, it's endless possibilities.
Man, we need to find out what the next Crunkest Trail ride is.
Man, you need to let me go to one of them.
Man, they got one in Crosby on the 2nd. What's up? You trying to hit that boy?
Up?
Man, I'm doing it with my boots on. I'm gonna be up in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Loyal to the heart.
Boots, so I gotta go cop me something.
Man, look, we're gonna be up in Crosby, Texas.
I might just go get some steel toes, call it a day.
Say, man, it's gonna be so live in that thing. I already know.
I'm hopping on a horse.
They got people.
I don't know who horse.
Shit.
No, I was just playing.
Shit, it's gonna be a whole bunch of horses out there. And some of them gonna have some real hair too.
Oh, you was talking about the animals.
No. What we gonna do with them, man? I just don't understand. Man, hey, man. I mean, do y'all really know about the trail ride world?
I don't think so, man.
Nah.
I don't really know too much. Just when I was younger, I used to go on a few, but
man, look, y'all check out.
You know what I'm saying? They used to get lit. That's when I was just like probably like 17, 18, you know.
Man, y'all gonna have to check out that.
We just went because people said they had drinks and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was bitches. So
look, y'all gonna have to check out that.
Drinks, bitches, and horses.
Y'all gonna have to check out that podcast.
Can't lose, nigga.
Man, you can't lose. Shit, look. When fucking with me, you ain't gonna lose. Cause I promise I'm gonna be in that bitch Zydecoed up. You know what I'm saying? Dose it on to the right, dose it on to the left. Take a sip of moonshine, dose it on backwards.
That nigga say some moonshine, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we was just talking about that shit, man. Like, that moonshine, a motherfucker. That's like some Everclear, huh?
Oh, no, it's like Everclear. But
well, how much percent alcohol is moonshine? 100? 110?
About almost 100. I mean, I know that shit burn your motherfucking throat. It could be a 70 below zero. You'll have your shirt off.
Damn. Shit, my nigga Rudy said he played beer pong with Everclear, nigga.
Nah, I don't fuck with that Everclear. They say you can crank a car with that motherfucker.
Hell nah, man.
Instagram, come on my live, man. You know what I'm saying? We at the corner store, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. I fucked up. The people is mad.
Hey, man. Shit, man. We gonna go ahead and get up out this bitch.
You know what I mean? Because I gotta go home. You gonna get me beat up.
Walk up out this corner store, man, from this chain coming this whole, you know, we snuck through the back, you know. We up in here in the aisle 3 by the Doritos and shit.
Man, you seen that roach over there? That's a big motherfucker. Hey, man, you gotta get
chill
that.
out, bro. It's dark. The lights ain't on in this bitch, y'all. We just got the, you know what I'm saying, the equipment going and shit.
Man,
you know?
That's what happened to the generator.
Damn, the roach?
Yeah, man. Tell that nigga, man, you gotta get them Iranians in here to hook the electricity up. Tell that nigga to come on, man. Shit. I'm tired of eating these damn.
Hey, bro, there you go right there. The roach, nigga. There go. Roach right there.
That's a big motherfucker.